Oh, I'm still wearing my robe.
What's up, internet?
What's up, everybody? I hope y'all are doing all right.
I'm not.
Why?
Just kidding.
Oh.
I'm better now.
I'm much better now. All right, as we wait for the people
Do you
to
want to come on the
join.
screen or not today?
Oh, okay. So we are streaming on both YouTube and Instagram. So if I fall off the screen on Instagram, which is a much more narrow screen, I promise you I'm here and I apologize in advance. So, all right, we got Ellen in the house. We got everybody joining. Hello, guys. Welcome. What's up, Chris? What's up, D. Mitch? All right, folks, thank you for joining us this evening. Randy and I are back from our travels, and this inspired me to touch on our vacation and travel tips because we haven't done this one in a little while. And we have a lot of clients traveling
All year round, really.
all year round. But with spring break coming up, we're having a lot of inquiries on how do I prepare for my ski trip, for my tropical vacation.
And then before you know it, it'll be summer.
Yo, what are we, 10 weeks from Memorial Day weekend? So
yeah, I'm not ready for winter to be over.
it's time. I am so ready
I
for it
need
to
my
be
cold
over.
to
No,
continue.
no. So y'all better be prepped for the summer. But let's dive into some interesting points regarding vacation and nutrition or traveling and nutrition. Right now, we know that it's not one size fits all for everybody.
Yes.
The advice that we offer to our clients when they're trying to strategize their plan for traveling does completely differentiate person to person.
I love it.
He's gonna love me. So things that we're considering is your personality, your preferences. How often do you travel? How strict are your goals? Are you an athlete on prep for a show or you lifestyle nutrition? Budget is a huge one. So everybody that we talk to is going to have different advice.
And also mental status. Where are you in your head? What's your mental headspace? Is this a let loose and detach from reality vacation, or is it a business trip? Is it a you have 3 trips in a row? Or it's really not a one size fits all, like the boss said.
Really not. So tonight, I'm going to touch on some tips that I usually do when I'm traveling. I travel a pretty decent amount. So it's not like I'm going on one vacation a year and it's like, oh, hurrah, who cares? Like it's a free for all. I do kind of have to be strategic when I'm traveling. Otherwise, it would be me eating whatever I want all the time in copious amounts, which isn't good for me and my goals, you know? So I'm going to touch on some things regarding that. And some of these you're going to love and some of them they're not going to relate to you at all. So yeah.
Word.
I feel like I was going to say something else, but it's gone. Okay. So you're going to notice I'm going to have some budget tips as well. How to not vomit in a parking lot while on vacation.
Don't be Randy is the trick to that.
There were a lot of...
Just don't be Randy. That's the main.
If you want to know the story behind that, you can DM us on the side.
It had nothing to do with anything except me being pathetic.
It was such a disgusting situation, but I can't stop laughing at it because it was so absurd. It's something you'd watch out of a movie.
I'm
so
glad
again,
my misery brings you joy.
Listen, my own misery brought me joy. I cope with humor. We know this. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to throw some bonus tips regarding budgeting in there as well, because that's something I try to do when I'm traveling. Some others are like, I will spend whatever I want, whatever I want. Okay, cool.
Sorry, guys, still jet lagged.
1 hour of jet lag? Unacceptable. Okay, let's go. So the first one that I like to do when I'm traveling is I usually select a hotel that has breakfast available, like breakfast is included. Most breakfasts are going to offer some great options while you're traveling, you know, oatmeal, hard-boiled eggs, egg option
Greek
of
yogurt
some sort.
sometimes.
Greek
or a yogurt.
Fresh fruit. There's usually really good options. What I do is I usually go on TripAdvisor or their website and Google Images, and I try to scope out what's available in the breakfast buffet. And also, I'm saving money because it's included. So that would be my first one. The next one is my vacations, which is very different from many other people. They rarely involve sitting on a beach or by a pool. I am very active. I am hiking. I am doing excursions. I can't sit still. It's very hard for me to do.
I may have said egg yogurt. Anything's possible.
Greek yogurt. Ergo, so if you have a day with like a lot of excursions or traveling or activities of any sort, have a nice hefty breakfast. Have a breakfast that is large in protein and carbohydrates to keep you fueled until lunchtime.
Especially if they're free.
Yeah, exactly. And in addition, grab an extra banana or apple at the breakfast buffet for your road trip, for your hotel room, for any time that you might need a quick burst of energy, or if it's a little bit more times going by than expected until your next meal. The next one is pack protein bars and Quest chips. So our revolutionized storefront is packed with delicious snacks that I approve of. I will never have anything in that
Michelle
store.
tested and approved.
I will never have anything in that storefront that I think is disgusting. Now we all have different palates, obviously, but I cannot recommend anything to anybody that I personally think tastes like trash. So when I travel, I pack at least one bag of Quest chips and one protein bar per day of my travels. If I have extras at the end of my trip, awesome. I bring them back home, or like I share them with somebody, or I share them with Randy if he gets hungry, right?
Or Kayla.
Or Kayla, right? But I would rather have more snacks with me than less. I'm a hungry person. I need to be eating at all times.
True.
In addition, like a lot of our trips, like we said, are very adventurous. We're hiking, we're traveling,
Right, you
we're in
may
the
be
car.
not near a 7-Eleven or a Wawa, or the country may not have that sort of thing.
Exactly. Hey, Robin, I see you. And giggles and glutes. Yes, Nana Power. She knows that I am big on having my banana, a car Nana, ready to go at any time. So yes, yes, yes. So if you are traveling, I always recommend stock up on some snacks from our storefront or your favorite high protein snacks, and you're going to be good to go. The next one, this is also a bonus budget tip. Stop at the store. If you are like road tripping, stop at a store for bread, cold cuts, or PB&J. You can pack some utensils, plastic baggies.
Yeah.
You can make your own Sammys.
And this is always a good chance to call ahead and see also if the room has a microwave or even a little kitchenette may come in super handy here.
And we're going to get to that one. That's a great tip, Randy. Yeah. I like that you said that. Continue. Wow. I wanted to embellish. There's more to that. So
I don't want to steal your thunder.
No, I got no thunder to steal. My thunder is to share. The next one, stay hydrated. It is very common that people will become super.
Ideally not with alcohol.
Yeah, we're talking about stay hydrated with water. Even when you're traveling, when you're in the airport, in the airplane, we tend to become super dehydrated, and yeah, you just want to keep the water going. Especially if you're in a hot climate like you were, hence the vomiting.
No, there's a couple other I don't even know the reason, honestly.
Are we still tracking on vacation or just trying to do our best by setting up for success? That is, Liza.
You kind of nailed it.
No, what I love is that, you remember before I said it, there was something else I wanted to say. That was it. Thank you. We have the same mind, I swear to God. So when you are on vacation, it is up to you. When I'm traveling, depending on what phase of my life I'm in, obviously, if I'm prepping for a show, yeah, I got to track. But like, for instance, what we just did, I didn't track. I have spent over a decade of tracking macros and tracking food that I know what's in everything. It's second nature.
And I can honestly vouch, she really does eat mindfully.
Yeah.
She does.
It's very mindful, and I gravitate.
And even if she's not tracking, she's not eating mindfully to her. She isn't just saying, I hope it goes well. It's still planned. It's still strategic. She's still picking her spots. If she wants dessert, she's probably shying away from some of the carbs in the previous course, or the bread, or
Yeah, it's like, for me, it's give and take. Some things are just like not worth it to me, and some things I'm saying, I'm gonna enjoy that, right?
On this last trip, we did a lot of. She basically ate my meals.
Well, I think I was also trying to survive the
but you're kind of doing it anyway.
But yeah, like when I'm traveling to hot climates, I don't have a super high appetite, so I'm not gonna. And I save money doing that as well. But Randy, where we go, you get very large portions, and I know Randy's habits. He doesn't eat everything. There's a lot of waste and leftovers, so the garbage disposal, and I eat what's left.
So we'll basically get an appetizer and an entree, or two appetizers and an entree, and split it. Yeah.
We split it, especially if you're going somewhere that has large portions. This is another tip that I have. If you're going somewhere that has large portions, you can split it with somebody that you're traveling with. If they do not want to split it, or you don't want to split it, you can have half of your meal and save the other half for
the microwave.
The microwave for the next day, right? So don't feel pressured to eat everything on your plate, which so many of us were like trained to do at a young age, is finish everything on your plate. You don't have to. In addition to that, I always prioritize eating my protein source on my
And,
plate first.
and this is kind of an all the time. That's an all the
That's an
time tip.
all the time tip. Mhm.
And I think also when you're on vacation, I think it's also important to try new things. Um, so maybe you might find a new protein source you never had. You're like, let me try this different type of fish here because I'm on vacation. That may lead you to find a new thing you like at home. Um,
Yep.
on vacation, use it as an opportunity also to get out of your normal routine, try things you might not normally try.
Mhm.
So if you're not tracking, let's say, have some different items that may not fit into your normal diet or something you might not normally have, and it may become a normal staple for you.
I will enter. I wish you could enter gives here. And I like that he said that part of traveling for me, whether you're going to a different state, a different country, it is an opportunity for me that I get excited about is trying new cuisines, trying new foods. So again, if I were to hyper focus on tracking, it may cause anxiety or stress for me to try new things. And I don't want to do that.
Mm.
So use the opportunity to try the local dishes, the local fruits that are in season there, desserts, things that you know you will not be able to find at home or is very limited at home. Enjoy it, experience something new, and don't stress about it. Again, it doesn't mean you have to over consume to the point that you're sick to your stomach, but you can relax.
Yeah. And I guess to get to Liza's question, what do we do? Are we tracking or just setting up for success?
Mm,
Depends on where you are. If you're a bodybuilder and 2 weeks out from a show, you're tracking. I'm sorry.
100%.
You're tracking. If we're on a lifestyle journey and you've been kicking ass and this is just something you're doing, I might say put that tracker away. Be mindful. Sometimes advice I give to people who are going away is, be mindful, track if you want, but maybe one meal a day, let yourself enjoy.
Yep.
Because the worst you're going to do is set yourself back a week. Next week, come back, get back to normal, no big deal.
Yeah, if you maintain on your trip, that is a win. If you fluctuate a little bit up, you especially see this on cruise ships because of the high sodium and preservative
And
in
there's
the
nothing else
food.
to do but eat while you're floating.
Yeah, you may be up like 2 pounds when you get home, 5 pounds even. Give yourself a few days of regular eating and drinking a lot of water when you get back because most of that is going to be due to water retention. And it's usually that people bug
Yeah.
out. Nah, it's just you just got to get it out of the system, really. Um, when you said, make sure you have the hotel room with the microwave and the refrigerator, some people that travel are either traveling to like a home that they rented or a second home. That's fantastic. Or they can get a hotel that has a full kitchen available to them. And I know a lot of people who have
Or
chosen that
Airbnb can be a
option.
different option for that too.
Airbnb. So that in that case, you can do a quick stop to the supermarket and make your own
And it's
meals.
like your home then.
Yeah, exactly. So that's another option that we have seen. When you are dining out, scope out the menu ahead of time, see what they have, what dishes they have available, and you can kind of be strategic of where you want to, enjoy and where's like you could pass on.
And it might not be a tip, but for me, one of the easiest tips, if you're going to, I'll say this all the time, if you're trying to limit anything and you don't want to track, watch your alcohol. The
Yes.
easiest way to make sure you don't get out of hand is to keep that alcohol in check on vacation.
Yeah. So let's go into that. I'm not a drinker. I am a foodie. But many people that we work with love to drink while they're away. Now,
And again, if your vacation is your one time you let loose and you enjoy it, then great, man, do it.
Great.
I'm not talking to you right now.
but this is something that's happening. You travel a lot, whether it be for business or pleasure. You may want to kind of get a handle on this because it's not a one-time thing that you're doing once or twice a year.
You may pick one night to let loose, or
Yeah. So in that case, you're going to be best off going with like a wine spritzer or a light beer or a hard liquor with a diet soda or a seltzer. Also, another one is mixing a liquor with a seltzer and fresh fruit, like muddled fresh fruit in it.
Muddle's a great word.
Muddle. Drink water and hydrate in between all your drinks. But those fruity cocktails that you're going to get at like the islands and whatnot, they are loaded
My
with
lava flows.
your lava flows. They are liquid candy. They are loaded with sugar. Again, no problem if it's your one opportunity to splurge. But in addition, it can cause a nasty hangover the next day. So just be aware of that.
Yeah, and then
as
you're
well.
wasting your vacation in the toilet.
Right. And that kind of goes back to when you're overindulging in food, nobody wants to have a stomach ache when you're traveling. So make sure you're dining to feel satisfied and not gorging yourself to the point that you feel ill.
Yeah,
You
Eliza
don't want
has
to
a
have
wonderful
that.
point there.
Okay, Liza, unsolicited mental health tip. If you enjoy your vacation and screw up, Don't feel guilty. You didn't gain all your weight in a week, so move on. Be nice to yourself. Exactly. And that's going back to the point of when people weigh themselves when they get home and they freak out. It's not real. It's not real. Just, get back on track, be kind to yourself, hydrate, treat your body
Yeah.
good, and you will be like back on track and feeling amazing
Yeah.
in
But
24
also,
hours.
don't skip your appointment when you come back.
Don't skip your appointment.
Come in so that we can get a handle on it. Sometimes you may skip on that scan and go, wow,
Hi,
the weight's
Loretta.
up, but my scan's the same. What that's great, and
Right.
it might calm you down.
Right.
Or we can just game plan and you could talk. You can almost use it as a venting session or just a bullshit session. But don't skip that session. Go, oh, I know it's going to be bad.
We love bullshit sessions, by the way. We're
I do.
always down for a good bullshit session. When you are on the airplane, like I said, pack high protein snacks. But when you're at the airport,
I mean, don't wait for the Bischoff cookies.
Those cookies are damn good. I had them. Listen, I dropped weight, which wasn't even the plan, and I still enjoyed
And
Biscoff
they did give us,
cookies.
what was it? What the heck on the way there? The ones that like the stroopwafels.
Stroopwafel.
Sorry, guys. Totally.
Listen, we ate a Biscoff cookie and stroopwafels, and I'm good. We're good. It's okay. You don't have to like get crazy with stuff, right? So airport snacks, I pack my own. Like I'll do my protein bars, my Quest chips, fresh sliced veggies, fresh fruit, things like that. You can bring solids on an airplane with you. It's liquids that you can't bring.
I don't know. I just cracked up.
What? With what I just said?
Nothing wrong with what you said. You're fine. Yeah. That's all I heard.
If you don't have anything accessible to you, obviously you can get your overpriced airport food. You could get the lean meat sandwiches, beef jerky, hard-boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, core power, or protein shakes. They have all of these things at the airport. You can find them with ease and then pack an extra one for the plane. In addition, again, now it goes back to goals. Like, what is your goals? I have traveled while on prep, or I have traveled for a show specifically, where in this case, I had to pack actual meals with me on the plane because obviously, as an athlete, your diet is extremely rigid, right?
That was fun going to TSA with that.
So it was so much fun. So I have my 6-pack bag, or you can get a travel cooler, and you can throw all of your prepped meals in there. I had enough food in there to actually last me 4 days of traveling while I was in the hotel and prepping for my show as well. I had like a pound of chicken, a pound of asparagus, a pound of this, whatever. So we're going through TSA and they're checking, they're like blown away with the amount of
They were sandals and candy.
meat that I had in my bag. But that is a situation that if your goal is something strict like that, you can bring fresh meals. Some people like to pack fresh meals regardless for the plane because the airplane food is absolute shit. And they enjoy a home cooked meal
And
instead.
as well, if you're using a meal prep company and it's in the service area, I've seen people before order their meals ahead and have them shipped to their hotel or Airbnb.
So I'm going to give Eat Clean Bro a shout out right now. When I traveled to Dallas, for the Dallas Pro, to New York for the New York Pro, to Florida, wherever I was, they shipped all my meals out there for me. They were at the hotel when I arrived. I was able to stock my refrigerator. It was fantastic. So if you do work with a meal prep company, like Randy said, reach out and see if that is an option
Well,
because
like,
Eat
whether or
Clean
not-
Bro hooked it up,
Yeah.
man. They did great. Fantastic. And it was nice to just arrive and have food there ready for you. I mean,
That's
who
always exciting.
doesn't love that? Yeah, the Target sells pre-hard-boiled eggs, cooler eggs for the win.
Yeah, cooler eggs what's up?
Yes. I love that. Loretta, always skipping and missing. Let's see.
Didn't miss anything.
Okay, cool. All right, let me see if I missed any good ones. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Oh, we were talking about like having fresh food while you're away and enjoying the food they have available for you,
The
like
local
the
cuisine.
local cuisine, right? Where we've been traveling recently, whether it was cold or warm weather climates, seafood was like our top thing to go to, lobster, crab, fish,
Octopus?
I tried octopus for the first time. I wasn't happy about it.
It was so good. It was the freshest, best octopus I've ever had.
It was. I'm not an octopus girl. So what I do prefer everything to be like steamed if it's cooked or grilled, not too much oil added because it actually wrecks my stomach, to be honest with you. Anything sushi grade, ceviche style is going to be great. Low fat options.
Poke bowls.
Poke bowls. It's the
Pokey.
pokey. It's the sauces that are going to rack up the calories for you.
But there are sauces that you can do it very low.
Yeah, absolutely. This vegetarian adores this octopus. For those who can't see this, Liza says this vegetarian adores this octopus convo.
Yeah, I was barely waving the tentacles at Michelle. It was like that scene in The Boys with the Deep.
If you've seen The Boys, then you know. The next one is a bonus budget tip from Michelle.
BBT.
BBC is beverages really rack up quickly.
More.
If you're buying at the convenience store or the hotel, like one bottle at a time, you'll notice your bill at the end, they're going to charge you a lot of money. So what I do is I go to a store and I'll get a case of water or
It really is.
water by the gallon.
It'll save you, honestly, like 10 times.
This time we bought like the big liters of soda,
Yeah.
right? You save so much.
It could be $4 to $7
Hey, Rudy.
per serving, really.
Yeah. So I mean, again, these are just little budget things because I'm a budget type person.
And the Reddit brings up a good point too. Traveling out of the country, you have to be careful. Not everything you bring on the flight. Now, this is a great tip. Always look ahead.
Always look
and
ahead.
When in doubt, reach out to the airline directly,
Mm-hmm.
so that you're not in for a bad surprise at TSA.
Yeah, that'd be a bad time. You don't want to lose all your food. That would be terrible. Terrible. So I think that was pretty much all my main things that I wanted to mention. And if you have any tips, please drop them in the comments. Hey, Rudy. Yeah, comments, questions,
and
concerns.
Also, too, letting you guys know, hopefully within the next week or two, we'll have some cool, exciting news regarding the next in-person seminar.
Yes.
Which is going to be a lot of fun. And as well as the team workout coming up.
Yes. So stay tuned for announcements on dates. We have a lot of
workout
stuff.
won't be at Apollon Gym. We know that. We're just working on the date.
Got to work on the date. And was that explosive?
Also, photo shoot dates coming too.
Yeah, photo shoot dates, group gym date,
in-person
seminar.
And that's going to be fun. It's going to be a goal-setting workshop. It's going to be something a little different that if you were at the LA Fitness Edison seminar, which you probably weren't because nobody was.
That's a whole other story.
It's going to be a good time. It's going to be us walking you through a goal-setting workbook. It's pretty interactive. It's really neat. I'm really enjoying the concept.
Yes. And what was I going to say?
I know it. Yeah.
There was another thing I wanted to tell everybody.
You were so excited about it.
What was it? Randy, fill the void while I try to think of what it was.
Oh, you're on the Loretta right now.
The third cookbook is coming. Rev Cookbook Volume 3.
What's this one? This one's got a fun name, right?
Buildable.
Yeah.
Layers of flavor. It's going to be amazing. That was a squirrel moment. I am guilty. It's going to be delicious. This is going to be set up different. I'm hungry. This is going to be set up differently where the recipe we give you is per one serving. So if you want to make this in bulk, you just have to multiply everything because everybody was asking us on our previous recipes, how do I make this recipe for just one serving? And they were too lazy to divide the portions into one serving. So now we're doing it the opposite way, where everything goes to one serving and you can multiply it for multiple.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work,
and
guys.
I found something new about, I don't know if everyone knows this, about the previous meals, the neat parties. They're all in MyFitnessPal.
Yes, all of our recipes are in MyFitnessPal. So they're really easy to access. Chris goes, didn't you have another?
Oh, we both did. Oh, didn't we ever?
I saw him at the gym today. I filled him
We
in
sure did.
It was a rough trip, guys. It wasn't all adventures
all
and fun.
Rainbows and sunshine.
It was pain and distraught.
No, but it was good.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah. So we'll be back again in 2 weeks. We'll let you know what's happening then.
Absolutely. Did I miss anything?
I don't believe so.
Oh, Loretta's on the plane right now. That's what you said.
Yep.
I couldn't hear you. I was too focused on the.
She didn't break it, but she definitely put it to the test.
What did you bring a toilet? No. Randy puked all over Costa Rica. There was that.
I marked my territory.
Loretta, one serving. I'm not lazy but convenient. Yes. So we're doing everything the opposite this time around. So hopefully everybody likes the way we set it up. I don't want to multiply like division. Well, Rudy.
You kid, but we will be hearing that.
We will. In the end, nobody's ever satisfied.
That's the way I like it.
So it is what it is.
All right, everyone get some sleep. Be well. We love you.
Love you guys. Deuces. See you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.